Hello and welcome to NRLW Roundup, where you'll see all the action from round one of the NRLW Telstra Women's Premiership. I'm your host, Renee Gartner, and I'm going to be taking you through this weekend's games for the 2023 season opener. And it all begins on Saturday with a new Queensland rivalry when the Titans and Cowboys go head-to-head on the Gold Coast.
Kick-off to the biggest and best NRLW year yet. Season 6, you'll see every minute on Fox League. Enjoy the next 11 weeks as the women go at it. 5'8" in that 14 jumper. Coming in for Tallulah Tillett, out with that injured hand. And here's an opening. Manzelmann straight through, past the 10-metre line. The first try of NRLW 23 goes to the new team, the Cowboys. Emma Manzelmann burns them with speed.
To the North Queensland Cowboys from a premiership winning team have been the Knights. And Manzelmann straight away, you mentioned she had an error early. She brushed that aside, through some really good defenders there. And just the acceleration. Some footwork come to Vani Paliti at the back. And what a try, what a strike from Emma Manzelmann.
Well, I can't think of a better person to be the first try scorer for the North Queensland Cowboys.
Here's Dibb again. This time it floats across the ground out towards Minor Sinapate, who is crunched. China Palata. Brown for Hancock. She's a try scorer now, Steph. An offloader as well. Brown for Imayono. Now bent. Minor Sinapate. Crunched a moment ago, but she's fit and healthy, and she's in the corner. Here we go. Sorry, Lara, there's a break made. Talia Fuimayono. She stands up. Goldthorpe still going. Fuimayono gets the ball away, and Minor Sinapate loses the ball. Now Strand-Smith, and now it opens up. It opens up for the Gold Coast strike weapon. Avania Paliti gets there and gets it down. The Titans fullback applauded by her bench. It seemed only a matter of time.
The Gold Coast Titans, who have had a completely different look and attitude in the start of this second half.
Karen Murphy spoke at the start of the game about how much Vani wants to be at fullback, and I know defensively, if you're against the Titans, when you've got to manage her on both sides of the field, it's so much harder. And you can see here in the replay, the reason she scores tries like this is because she's come from such an elite background. She's an Olympic gold medalist. She's so fit and fast, but continues to work on her own game, and she manages the pressure that she's under.
To fall into their groove here, the Titans. Are there more points just around the corner? Oh no, Talia Fuimayono pulls up. Has she picked up a calf, an Achilles?
That's an Achilles from the first look of it, Maddie.
It's one of the star recruits in a pivotal position. Part of this spine. Talia Fuimayono, assisted from the field, tapped by Power, but back to her feet and going again. Emily Bass, awkwardly lifted, dangerous tackle. It was Mia Middleton.
She made contact first and foremost with her shoulder, and what we see there from Belinda Sharp, that's sufficient, Matt, that's sufficient.
They go away from her to Dibb. Power, Shania Power, still going. Power takes the tackle. It's a try saver from Vani Paliti. 32 metres out. Brown shows it once and instead goes through the football.
Slip down this short side, Vani going to swing.
It's after the held call. Play on.
Tap and go is the call. Racing away, the Titans trying to put the game to bed. What a run. Fantastic from Zara Canfield. They're home. They've come from 6-4 down at halftime. Karen Murphy embraces her staff, and they've won it 16 points to 6.
We then head to McDonald Jones Stadium on Saturday afternoon to see the Dragons face off against the reigning premiers, the Newcastle Knights.
As the Knights get their premiership defence underway here at home against St George Illawarra, the Dragons with first use of it. McGrath West also there. He gets finds Predabon in a hole, and Taylor Predabon plunges over for Newcastle.
What a try from Taylor Predabon. God, she's so hard to stop.
Higgins to the short side. Upton. Clydesdale through the hole. She improves the position.
This is when Tamika Upton is at her most dangerous. She jumps on the short side and becomes a playmaker. She does a big double pump and hits short. And when you got someone like Yasmin Clydesdale, she's so hard to handle.
Southwell. Romanak under the post. Kayla Romanak with her first try in the NRLW. That's 6 again after the touch on the pass from Roach, and Romanak did the rest.
They did so well to defend their line up until that point. Thought they were really smart out on the edge, and then Racey McGregor just got a hand to that ball, which led them to 6 again.
Southwell, Johnston, well defended by the Dragons. And a little bit of push and shove here. Target. Hopkins got absolutely met and squished onto the turf by Johnston. Absolutely smashed in the tackle. And now Berry straight through the middle. She scores. Tegan Berry right on the stroke of half-time.
Then we had Caitlin hitting hard. Then we had Tegan Berry using her power, speed, and beating her opponent in number 1, Tamika Upton, to put some points on the board for the Dragons. This is exactly what they needed.
Oh, no, 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 surely. Surely not. The try has been confirmed, yeah. On to Tinao. Maynard. Moran. Strange. On Newcastle debut, she scores. She's got 2 tries in her first 2 matches.
Great vision from Caitlin Moran to hit that long ball when needed. We spoke before about the right and wrong time to throw that long ball. That was certainly the right time.
Off to the short side they go. Parker with the fend onto Gallagher. Sheridan Gallagher in a foot race. Berry comes across. Maynard goes to Moran. She thought about the cutout. She does put in the kick. And Roach, Abigail Roach, on her first match in the NRLW. She grabs a try for Newcastle.
The most impressive player for me today has been Caitlin Moran. She has been unbelievable in her selection of what she does with the football. It's been the right thing every single time.
Higgins, Southwell, kicks back towards Upton, picked up by Tegan Berry. She's the fastest player in the competition, but can Clydesdale track her down? No, she cannot, and Tegan Berry, she scores a double. Last play for the Dragons. Short side they go. Nathan Wong will score for the Dragons. What a fight back here from the Red V. And she gets a debut try, the Olympic gold medalist. First the tackle on Berry, then regains possession. And now Parker is off, and Shanice Parker runs past the cramping Tegan Berry. And that's where Newcastle go. Southwell steps, Southwell scores, Newcastle. They're going to win here in round 1. The Premiers on home turf. The Premiers with the perfect start to their premiership defence.
Yeah.
32-16.
A great start, Ben.
Wrapping up your Saturday night with 2 heavy hitters in the Broncos and Roosters. They're going to battle on the Sunshine Coast.
The Roosters up against the Broncos. The Roosters kicking off first use of the football for Brisbane. Could have got away from the Broncos there. Here goes Kelly. Loves this situation. Goes on her own and stopped the metre short. Davis the dummy half. Does she go to Millie Boyle? Yes, she does. Why wouldn't you? You've got to go to Millie Boyle there. No one's going to stop Millie. Over she goes. First try to the Roosters.
Hold the line. Go.
Maya Hill-Moana, beautiful inside pass. What a run from Corbin Baxter. It's all the Roosters early.
As we see here on the Harvey Norman replay, to a prop and that support through the middle. That is a perfect support play from the fullback.
just on the inside. You can see the defenders just waiting, and she's timed her run perfectly, Corbs.
A couple of metres away here, the Roosters. Kelleher throws a dummy back towards the centre, going for the line and getting over is Keely Joseph.
Coming into full.
The Roosters are unstoppable early here on the sunny coast. Keely Joseph with the 4-pointer. Davis. Kelleher. No mistake, and Hufanga has picked it up. Away she goes. Brizard's chasing. Hufanga caught. What a tackle. The Broncos have got about 8 on 2 out wide. They go the other way and they'll score a try.
They set their line, but Tasman Gray, the line that she runs, that inside shoulder of the half, Jocelyn Kelleher, she's such a hard player to handle, and she proved it just there, right on the line. That was the first time that we've seen her attacking in that part of the field.
Destiny Brill goes to Brigginshaw. Short to Gray, she's got a double. Game on.
Now she winds up like she's going to pass long. This is beautiful. Winds up, yeah, well, long. No, I'm going short. Really soft pass into the path of Tasman Gray. She gives the impression she might be going out the back, she might be going long, but at all times she knew who was getting the ball that close to the line.
Kelleher, last play for the Roosters. Turning. Surgis! Jess Surgis will get there. Jess Surgis for the Roosters.
Yeah, she actually feigns to go wider and then at the last minute straightens up into the hole, which gets a one-on-one in the defensive line, and then she's just too powerful to pull through.
Brigginshaw with a chip over the top, wants a bounce. Oh, got away from backs. Now Brigginshaw! Spectacular from the veteran! A much-needed try for the Broncos right on half-time. Now Kelleher kicking on the last. Surgis, magnificent. Great hands from Jess Surgis, and Corbin Baxter is in for her second.
No worry that that pass wasn't going to be executed, but you can see a nice little right foot grubber, the bounce. She got it away to her fullback again, supporting in the right place at the right time.
Stopped a couple of metres short. Now Kearney to Surgis. Beautiful play from the Roosters. Jess Surgis with the try, her second.
Very well done from the Roosters. As we see here on the Harvey Norman replay, they came back in for a hit with Keely Joseph. She got a quick play the ball and then back out to this danger edge. Jessica Surgis, a strong ball runner, straight over the top. She had the footy in 2 hands, just as that winger stayed an option, but she was too close to the line.
There's a biting accusation here. Well, the bunker's seen enough. Ash Werner has been called out.
So the bunker's reviewed it. All right, the hand goes into the mouth and she clenches down on the hand. Okay, so she's off.
Sent off.
Ellie,
Ash Werner sent from the field for biting. Here's Aiken. Now Kelly. Back to Taryn Aiken. Would love a try against her former club, and she won't get it, but it's play on here for the Roosters after it was knocked down by a Bronco, and the Roosters are able to score a try. That's Jolie Morris with the 4-pointer for the Roosters. A commanding performance from the Roosters. They've defeated Brisbane 36 points to 18.
The 2022 runners-up, the Eels, face the newly formed West Tigers in the first Super Sunday of the NRLW season.
So away we go, the West Tigers beginning their time in NRLW. Such an exciting occasion. They go back to that left-hand side for Curtin. Betty Welch, try scorer, history maker for the West Tigers. And a dream return after 16 months of heartache and plenty of time to work on a celebration like that.
Virgo, Bo eats those up for breakfast.
She sure does. She loves a little short side opportunity.
Scored by the Tigers in their first game in this competition by the fullback, Bo Betty Welsh. What about the contact? There's real concern here for the replacement front rower, Maddie Jones. She'll be a short HIA candidate. He's already been on kicking duty. The other option is the youngster. And it is Berryman Duff this time, tumbling one down. Oh, Zali making something happen out of nothing. So much talent for the 22-year-old on the left wing for the Eels.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, do the limbo, Max.
Stop it. That's great. Reaping the rewards off that last play kick. I thought that was still a really good position to place the footy, but Zali Faye, she's got to take a lot of ownership over that. That was wonderful.
Simon again, this time rocked back by Kezi Apps over the top.
Push up, 2.
Gets involved again here. Quick hands, Zali Faye pins the ears back and has a double. And Parramatta are in front. Stowers. Looking to cut out Donovan, who now gets on the outside, and look how quickly Horn made up the ground. And the ball, worried about the touchline, actually went forward from Donovan. Up over halfway they go with a clean line break to Funga, and there was support that time. Murphy able to make the tackle, an important one on Whitfield. Vetti Welsh out of dummy half. Togatuki cruises around one, takes on the fullback. Sarah Togatuki with a massive solo effort for the Tigers on their debut in this competition.
Shrugged off a couple of players on the way as well, Fergo. This is a wonderful try for her and a well-deserved one.
What about that left-hand palm? That is seriously dangerous, but you're right, we're a great support play off her fullback. I thought Tafunga had a really good run that set to start them off. It got them on the front foot. So they had that momentum, and this is what they can continue to do, the Tigers. They've got momentum. Quite often they've got their outside backs coming in, starting their set. Then we see Salatogatuki.
Here they are again, entering the red zone off the back of points. Togatuki takes them all the way to the 10. Second phase footy. Nicely scooped up behind. In fact, they get a set restart. Ruled that it was touched there by the Eels, so George plays it. Fresh count, Lutu, out the back, Vetti Welsh, overlap created, and they go back-to-back, the Tigers. They're in dreamland.
Nice pass out the back to Leanne Tafunga, but just look at the way she moves. She's so well balanced.
Well, we've spoken a couple of times in the call about the timing being off on that edge. She's come on, she's been calm, she made the right decision.
Lutu once more, as the outside players, finds Vetti Welsh. A little clunky this time, but it might work out. Whitfield said, give it to me. I've found an open passage, and it is all West Tigers now. It's early in the count. Look at Lutu move, and flicks it out the back. Overlap created, and Tafunga says, I'm having a double. Base up the middle here. They've worked it beautifully, and the speedster turns on the jets. Oh, they won't catch her. Whitfield up the middle, off the wing to score another 4-pointer. Maybe one more set after this. As they go through the numbers out on the right-hand side, Vetti Welsh for Horn, changing the angle. Look at Rakia Horn go! Oh, they didn't lay a hand on her. What a second-half performance this is. Where's the camera, says Rakia. So much to like about this performance first up. It is the West Tigers 36, the Eels 8.
Two of the newest sides in the NRLW face off to finish round one, with the Raiders taking on the Sharks at Shark Park as part of a doubleheader.
So the kick-off in a new era in the NRLW, and the Sun an issue here. Canberra will get it back from the kick-off.
Not enough time to be able to execute that little grab up. She'd like that one back.
Oh!
Whoa, yes!
And they go to Tonagato immediately from the centre field. Scrum, she's done this before, and she does it on her Sharks debut. Emma Tonagato in the 6, looks pretty good.
You can see here on the Harvey Norman replay, that last change of direction, she beat Temera for pace, but having the footy in two hands here meant that she could have thrown that pass last minute if she had to.
Oh, rocking tackle. Martua and Kelly signs on the diminutive Jada Taylor. Indigenous All-Star as well. Tonagato Oh, lovely move. Jada Taylor support there. Will find Penatani, who will stroll over for another try for the Sharks. Beautiful attack.
That's just what wrong-footed the OBs for the Raiders. Actually pulled the centre onto the ball really well too.
It's her ability to accelerate at any given time. We haven't seen a lot from Jada Taylor. I think just she's taken a while for her positioning to come into the game, but that opportunity, that was set up absolutely perfectly. A great combination with Emma Tonegado as well.
Tonegado wants it. Dodd used her as a decoy. Quincy Dodd running away from them. The number 9 will get there for a third try for the home team in this first half.
Toka pushing back on the inside there. Leg speed will help.
Yeah, the support around the ball is so crucial for this to work. Quincy Dodd, she's got brilliant ruck recognition. She knows when to go. Emma Tonegado was another key player that made that work. We see a little bit of fatigue creeping into the back end of this first half, and they're playing off it brilliantly.
There's space on that left-hand side. Overlap created here. They must score. Maddie Bartlett for the Raiders. Scores another NRLW try. She now has 12.
The space there to go over. Really nicely executed from Alfie Nichols. You watch her, footy in two hands, looks at Andy Robinson in the eyes to commit her, runs into her a couple of steps and then throws a lovely little pass.
Barnes had a second grab at that one. Might have got away with a little fumble as Kemp goes back on the angle.
We look here, just popped up on the screen, the red zone. Sharks have had 12 play the balls.
And Barnes from dummy half has scored the try. I think Canberra are celebrating back-to-back tries either side of half-time. Dodd from dummy half in search of number 2, spins her way over and does have a double. She knows how to find that try line.
This one's going to look even better. You just see what happens there. That A marker squares up on Ellie Johnston because she's running in hard, and Tamara is left to try and make that tackle on her own. She almost got it.
Dodd back to Johnston, scouting a little bit wider, and Ellie, and when she winds up, she takes some stopping inside the Westpac red zone. Preston for Tonegado, and over the top, oh, clever from Taylor. Foliaki, support outside, she doesn't need them. Spins her way over and says, what have I found here? The try line, that is.
Great hands from Emma Tonegado.
Oh, Holmes straightens things up, has support. Tonegado looks for support. Johnston, cap her performance in style. The front rower on the outside. Take a bow, Ellie.
But how good is it to see a big front rower like that backing up?
It's too good. We got to see a lot of positives out of that for the Sharks. The identification that the centre had come up out of the line and backing themselves. I thought Emma Tonegado did a really good job. She's taking the line on at pace.
Tamara for Quinlan. Bartlett on the outside here to become the record try scorer in NRLW history. She does have number 13. The Cronulla Sharks win their first game in the NRLW. Too good for the Raiders. 28 points to 14.
What a game and what a round of NRLW. Join us again next week when we show you all the tries, all the big hits and all the action on NRLW Roundup.